It's another great day at the Black Golf Alliance. I am here with my super producer, Ro Thompson, as well as one of the Black Golf Alliance business affiliate partners, James Brown of Loft, and Birdies. I've known JB for a while, and we're really excited to have him as one of our partners. He's doing some great things in this golf industry, much more than just club building, but that's what we're going to focus on today. And, just see, where he's come from in this game and where he plans to go. So welcome, JB. How are you today, man?
I'm doing good, Al. Ro. It's good to see you guys. Good to come on and talk to you guys. And I'm doing great, man. It's the season is starting off really good, and happy to be here, man. Happy to do some positive things with you guys.
Excellent, man. Yeah, we're like I said, we're really pleased to have you, man. We're looking forward to watching you grow as we grow and we all grow together, man. That's what it's all about. So, this is a positive connection, man. So just for people who may not know you or, for my own personal information, tell me a little bit about your personal golf journey before we get into what you do as a business.
Well, I I started playing golf on a humble. I've been a professional photographer for a long time. And I had a photo shoot with the NFL alumni. They were doing a promotional thing, and they did the promotion at the golf superstore.
Wow. Okay.
A PGA golf superstore. So I was like, okay, that sounds fun. So we get there, and I'm doing, I'm walking around with this big old camera and everything, man, just snapping everybody's pictures that came in the store that day. And the manager grabbed me at a slow period and said, man, come on back here and hit some golf balls. I was like, nope. I'm getting old, and I'm not chasing that little white ball around all that grass. So about 30 minutes later, he came back. He just kept picking with me, man. Come on, hit some golf balls. So I was like, all right, whatever. Put the camera down for a minute, went back there, took a couple of swings. It actually hit the ball. And he was like, you've never swung a club before? And I was like, nope, never. And he was like, you got a natural swing. I was like, well, it probably come from me playing baseball when I was growing up. Like, yeah, okay, all right, if you say so. I was like, all right, whatever. I went back, got my camera, and kept working. 2 weeks later, we had another photo shoot at Top Golf. And of course, I'm doing my thing with my camera. I ain't thinking about golf. Everybody's having a good time. But they have a contest, a hole-in-one contest during this promotional thing. So the guy running Top Golf was like, come on, man, hit some golf balls. You might win. You might win. So I'm like, I could use a couple of $100. Why not?
Why not?
I go hit a couple of golf balls, almost won the damn thing. Go hit a couple of golf balls, man, and he's the same thing. He's like, you got a natural golf swing. How? I watch golf on TV like everybody else, And so I go home after all of that, all of that working day of work for me. After all that, I go home, but I'm thinking like, I got a natural golf swing. I'm bored because I just went through a divorce a year ago. I'm bored. I'm like, let's go look at some golf clubs.
There you go.
So I called up a buddy, and he rode with me down to Dick's Sporting Goods. And we looked at the beginner set. Everybody was like, man, just get you a couple of clubs, beginner set or something like that. Don't go all out because you might not like it. So I'm like, okay, cool. And this is all happening 5 years after I had both hips replaced.
Wow.
So I'm like, I'm definitely not going to enjoy walking across no golf course anyway. Anyway, I go look at these golf clubs. I ended up with the $275 set I think they sell. And the manager was there watching me look around. He ended up selling me that new set of clubs, Top Flight clubs, for $87. The whole set.
Wow.
I was like, okay, cool. I go out and go to the range, hit a couple of balls on the range. I was like, okay, I can do this. Figure it out. My buddy's laughing his butt off. Yeah, he's like, dude, take some lessons or something. I was like, yeah, okay. 2 weeks later, I go to meet a friend of mine, and there's this custom golf shop. Let's walk in the custom golf shop. I go in the custom golf shop, and little old short white guy, he's the owner, and he's like, "How you doing? What can I do for you? I just came in here to see what you do. I don't know much about golfing. I'm just picking up the game and learning, and I just came in here to see what you do." He said, "Well, we build custom clubs."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, I like custom stuff. You know, it's one of a kind to me if it's custom."
Right.
So he was like, "Okay, I hear you." I was like, "Well, how much are these, and how much you sell those for, and how much is this? You know, what kind of cost this stuff is?" And he gave me some ideas. And then he started filling my head up with how the golf club works. And then he started talking about how you build it. And he started showing me because he was working on some stuff. So I was like, I like doing stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, you know, just pretty much cordial about it. But he started teaching me literally about golf clubs. So I was like, okay, I might want to jump into this and learn a little something. Because if you know how it works, you know how to use it.
Right.
And that just made sense to me. So after that day, a couple of weeks went by, and I just kept going in there. And every time I go in there, it was like I was just a part of the shop, you know, just hanging out at the shop. And the more I hung out, the more he taught. And so I'm like, I could do this. So he started talking to me about somebody taking over his business because he was getting older, didn't want to do all that work anymore. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna be here. So teach me about it. So he literally dug in and started teaching me about building clubs, why you do this or why you do that, or, you know, teaching me about swing weights and lofts and lies and, you know, all the jargon that we hear every day. And in the process, I'm still going to the range trying to learn how to hit the club, right? Using the knowledge that he's actually teaching me. And so it just all kind of clicked and came together. Yeah, that's kind of where I started.
That makes sense, man. And it kind of makes more sense for me because I remember you posted a video of you in that shop, I believe, early on in BGA's history.
Yep.
In a golf shop, showing us different clubs and, you know, different stuff that was made and things like that. That's the same shop?
Same shop, exact same shop. He had a lot of the different heads and stuff laying around, grips and clubs, and And so I was in there one day when BGA first started, and I was like, man, look at all these, look at all of this, look at all this. You know, I was excited. And that's the video. That's where I was.
That's nice, man. That's nice, and that's a nice progression into where you are now as well. So, right now in Loft, Lies, and Birdies, what type of clubs do you make? What's your specialty? What do you like to do? Like, is it repair, building, a little bit of everything? Like, what's your thing?
My thing is building from scratch. And the reason being is because, number one, I'm a giver and I love helping people. That's just my mantra. It's been on my life, all my life. Anything I can do to help you, I will. When people come to me and they want to build something or build a club or they need something to help them solve an issue, that's me. That's what I like to help people doing. And so building clubs it excites me to no end. You asked the question, what's my specialty? Well, my first set of clubs, which I happen to have right here, are these. I don't know how well y'all can see that.
I can see it a little bit. It's going out with your background a little bit.
Let me see.
What is it, a wedge?
No, this is, yes, I'm sorry. It's a pitching wedge.
Okay.
And let me see.
I can see that.
It's a clone. It's actually a clone. Okay. But it also has a 7-inch piece of steel shaft coming out of the head before it goes into graphite.
Okay.
Okay. That's what the guy who started teaching me, that was his specialty. And so he patented it, or how you say it, he patented it, and that was his thing. He went out to California, put it on the robot, had it all tested and all that good stuff. And so he did get a utility patent on it. And you see it on tour a lot today.
Nice.
Okay, you actually see it on tour a lot today.
So hold on, let me stop you for a second. When you say clone, what exactly do you mean?
The head. This head is exact clone of a Callaway head.
Got you.
That is a clone of a Callaway head. I believe it's Callaway.
Okay, so pretty much you're able to take the technology at a lesser price and build somebody from the ground up
at a much lesser price. This particular head that I just showed, that head is probably like $7 or $8 per head.
Okay.
You can put in whatever shaft you want. Is the technology the same in the head? Maybe, maybe not. Don't know. It's Chinese made. All of the stuff that we get comes from China.
Right.
Yeah, or even Japan. Japan
right.
is a big producer of golf equipment. But the heads get the job done, and that's the main piece of a golf club is the head. You know, to me, and in my knowledge and in my expertise, there are three main pieces to a golf club: the head, the shaft, the grip.
Mm-hmm.
And each one has its specific job.
Mm-hmm.
So the cheaper heads, they still get the job done. I've never seen one fall apart, and I've seen a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not cheaply made. They're mostly made out of stainless steel, whereas the upper end made out of carbon steel.
Gotcha.
Different types of steels. One feels really soft when you hit the sweet spot. One feels just a little bit tougher when you hit the sweet spot. You can tell the difference if you've been around the game a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're hitting the sweet spot, it don't matter, except for what you feel in the grip, and even that can be changed.
Right.
You know. So again, as far as my specialty is concerned, like I said, I like to sell these clone heads, or even some original heads. These are an original head that I play with now. From
your blades? That looks like a blade.
It's a blade, yes.
Okay.
It comes from Sterling Golf.
Okay.
These are original heads, not clones. And so you have off-brand manufacturing companies that make those things. You can get them. They just don't have the big R&D that Ping and Callaway and all those other companies have, but they have the same technology built into their designs.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good, man. So, you know, where do you want to take Loft, Lives, and Birdies? Where do you see yourself going? Where would you like to be in the next 5 years? Are you trying to be, you know, doing this, you know, just full time? This is going to be your thing? Or are you trying to just help people improve the game? Like, where do you see it going?
When all of this started, I was in the process. Like I said, I was a year coming out of a tough divorce, and the process was taking me to relocate out of Jacksonville, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And so me and the guy who I began building clubs with or for, we started talking about me building a mobile tour van.
Mm-hmm.
PGA has a tour van.
Yeah,
they have tour vans. Strickson, they have tour vans. You see them at the major events, where guys on tour can go into those vans, have any club made right on the spot,
right,
and using it within an hour. Well, us amateurs, I played a lot of tournaments while I was in Florida. Us amateurs don't have that access. So my initial goal was to actually build a tour van.
Wow.
And haul it around in the RV that I bought 2 years ago. I literally went out and bought an RV just to build that whole process up. And so I still have that in mind to do. And that's kind of the 5-10 year goal, is to literally build that tour van and have it at all of these amateur events. You know, I left Florida to come back to Maryland. People would think I'm crazy, but I left Florida to come back to Maryland because I wanted to play. I literally wanted to play with the brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Down in Florida, I play with mostly whites, especially in the Jacksonville area. There are some brothers down there. Don't get me wrong. But I was playing with mostly white people. When I bought the RV and moved down in the Titusville area, I was playing with nothing but white people. I met 3 blacks in that whole year I was there. That I played with. So I was like, I really want to go play with my brothers. And so I was like, okay, I got reasons to go back to Maryland. Number one, my grandkids, you know, and I'm gonna put it out there. I'm my fiance here in Maryland. So I made the transition, moved back up here to Maryland. And so the goal is still the same, build that tour van. And that's what I'm working towards. I built the shop here, and I'm actually in the shop now. But I built the shop here.
Looks like you on the beach, man.
I wish you see, I got beach on my mind, right? Florida does that to you. You know? But and I don't even know if I can get the background out. I actually wanted to do that. Is get rid of this backdrop so you guys could actually see my shop, because I am standing in the shop. But you know, the goal is still the same, to build that tour van and see where it goes. One of the things that I'm loving and I'm seeing is that we're building. I'm the guy, Al, who says screw PGA. They don't want us in it. I don't want to be in it. Let's build our own.
Stop knocking on that door. They don't want to answer.
Yeah. And I've been there since I've been there since day one. And so if we build our own, you know that old movie, if you build it, they will come.
They will come.
I'm seeing it being built and people are coming. There are the APGA, did I say that right? APGA. The West Coast guys, you know, that are traveling all over the place with Mike. All of those different BGAs trying to build a tour. Both BGAs actually. So it's interesting to see that it's happening.
Yeah.
And this is that's my heart. I want to see it happen. That we have our own.
Yeah. You know? And we have the numbers where everyone who is coming into this industry, all of our affiliates, we want to expand, we want to go mainstream in many areas to really kind of grow. However, I think we have the foundation in the group, as you mentioned, to be okay now.
Yeah.
We just have to keep working together. We have to create that system, that alliance that, you know, other people have that we haven't seemed to be able to put together.
Right. Exactly. And that's what it's all about, is putting it all together, everybody coming together to make one cause happen.
Yeah.
And what is that cause? That cause is for us to have our own platforms so that we can do what we want to do.
Yeah, and we can all eat. It's no use, it's no need to fight, to struggle. We can all eat.
Yeah, we can all eat. Exactly. Yeah. You know, that's one thing about even in the club building business. Yeah, there's a lot of competition out there. Can I compete with Ping? No. Can I compete with Callaway? No. But guess what? Those engineers do a great job of building great products. I now know how to build them myself.
Right.
Can I compete with them? And you know, they sell millions of dollars worth of stuff. I may never sell that much. But the few that I have sold and the customers that I have are happy, I'm happy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, that's great, man. Yeah. So let me lead into I guess finalizing a question. How can, you know, I want to improve my game. Somebody else wants to improve their game. They want to try something different. You know, I want a custom set. How can people get in contact with you and you know, to get that done? What's the best way to reach you?
Best way to reach me is through my phone number, which I have no problem giving it out.
Okay.
904. Yeah, still Florida area code. 904-318-7244.
Okay.
All right.
Very good.
Also be found on Facebook. My Facebook page is Loft, Lies, and Birdies. Lofts, LOFTS. Lies in Birdies. With just the N. And I'm actually building a web. I'm gonna go ahead and build a website. I've been contemplating on whether to use a website or not. I've got it built. I just haven't published it. But it'll be the same thing. Loftliesandbirdies.com. Once I decide to publish it, and because I think I want to build a store. One of the other products that I wanted to show was this one.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty, man.
His head here. This was the first set I built myself, by myself. The other head I showed you, my guy down in Florida built that one. That was actually my first set. These was my first set that he built for me. And we built them in single length. And that's one of the things I didn't talk about when you asked me about specialty. I wanted to get there. I love building single length clubs and watching people make them work. A lot of people have doubts about them. I have no doubts about them because beginning to golf and having a single length club set built for me, they work. They put me into this place of consistency. Now my game is good, you know. Yeah, I can shoot some 80s, you know. And here's the thing, Al. This I didn't talk about. I just started this process 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm shooting in the 80s.
That's great, man.
Yeah, and it's because of single length clubs is what started the I shot my first 92 with single length club set.
Mm-hmm.
Came from 100 something to low 90s and went from there. So, you know, different technologies work. If you know how to build them, you can make them work. And that was one of the things that I really, you know, researched and learned how to do is single length clubs. They excite me.
That's interesting, man. I'm going to look into that. I've never hit a single length clubs, a set of them, but that's interesting, man. I really, you got me thinking now. You got my wheels turning. Let me ask my super producer, Ro Thompson. Bro, you got any questions for JB?
Yeah. What's up, JB? How you
Hey,
doing?
Ro. You've been sitting up there kind of quiet, man. What's up?
Oh man, yeah, I'm just a super producer in the background, man. Just doing what I do. But I got a question for you. They've got this new super shaft out right now. Are you familiar with the new shaft that they got out that they're talking a lot about?
Which one? Because I've seen about 3.
You know, I'm not a shaft expert, but I've just seen something about this shaft that's just supposed to be this great shaft, and you know, but I can't remember the name of it right now. I didn't know if you knew it off the top of your head, but
I heard about one, and it made me scratch my head.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's supposed to adjust to your dynamics.
Okay,
that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much of anything about it. Like I said, it made me scratch my head. How can a shaft be designed out of graphite, fiberglass? And I threw fiberglass in there because back in the old days, fiberglass wasn't made out of shafts. When I used to make fishing rods, that's what we used, fiberglass shafts, which then we switched over to the graphite. I don't understand how the technology came about to make it actually conform to your dynamics. That's mind-boggling to me. That's, yeah.
All right. Well, definitely, I'll do a little bit more research, and if I find the super shaft that they're talking about, I'll send you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I know I've seen one. Actually, because like I said, I saw 3. Master Builder Eric Napier, who is actually my mentor. When I learned about him as a black master builder, I literally called him and said, "Hey, man, I need a mentor in this game." And he said, "Absolutely, I would." So he is my mentor, and I know he has a shaft out that's supposed to be super dynamic as well. And then there's
Caliber, I believe it is.
Yes. I looked into those, and I thought about carrying them, but not yet. And I may still carry them, but not yet. But yeah, this is mind-boggling to me how you can build a shaft that's actually going to alter its specifications to meet your specific dynamics. That's
Yeah, I don't know if we're there yet either, man. But that's it's interesting stuff. But Is there anything else you want to tell the listeners, man? We're going to do the, it's not only going to be podcast, it's also going to be a video podcast. Anything else you want to say as we close?
Well, the only thing I'm going to say is this. It is very important, and this is just a tip. This is kind of a tip. It's very important to go get fitted to find out what your swing dynamics are. It'll help you as you become a better player, or if you're already a good player. Knowing your dynamics helps you when you want to go buy a new set of clubs.
Mm-hmm.
And a prime example, this particular grip right here, it's a Golf Pride. No, it's not a Golf Pride. It's called Mile High. It looks like Golf Pride. Let's see if I get it right. Yeah, Mile High Light. It's a 40-gram grip. 40-gram grip is not the norm. A 50-gram grip is the norm. Knowing your swing weights, knowing your lofts, knowing your degrees, 1 degree up, right? Your lie. Knowing those numbers makes a world of difference when it comes to you knowing what you need when it comes to building a club. If you don't know, go get fitted and find out what those numbers are. That's just my tip for the day.
It's a great tip, man. And I've been told that some of the places, some of the big superstores, people take like a 1-hour course and they're fitting people. So you got to be careful about that as well, I heard.
You do. Because I can, and see, I don't have access to all the computers. I don't own a TrackMan, none of that stuff. Not yet, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't own one. So, and actually, the guy who taught me to build didn't have one either.
Mm-hmm.
He did have the little one. What you call it?
The launch monitor?
Huh?
Like a launch monitor?
Yeah, he had a small launch monitor that he used, but that couldn't tell you all the details that you really want to know.
Right.
So I literally learned the old school way by watching you. And so a lot of times I'll do a fitting or even a virtual fitting simply by watching you, knowing how you set up to the ball, watching your swing. And I can put your dynamics together to get you into the closest shaft possible to what the launch monitor is going to take. And that comes from, the little bit of experience that I had, but it also comes from me learning from someone who was old school. And yeah.
That's great, man. So we appreciate you, man. We're looking forward to watching you grow and your business grow. And if there's anything we can do to help you in that process, that's why we're here, man. And, we just want to thank you. And, from me and super producer Ro Thompson and the Black Golf Alliance, Dez and Otis, we just send our love and admiration for what you're doing. And I really respect that you're saying you're a student of this craft.
Oh, yeah.
And, you have mentors who are helping you get where you need to be. So as you continue to go to the top, that's our plan as well, man. So we're looking forward to seeing you there.
And I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you guys stepping up and creating the Black Golf Alliance. Because that's, man, trust me.
We all we got, man. We all we got.
We all we got, And so if look, most of the guys I see on BGA are anywhere from 25 up to about 40. There are a few of us over 50. I'm 59. I know I look 20. I know, I get it. I thank you. But I'm 59. In August, I'll be 59. So close to 60. But us older guys, man, we just want to create it so the generations after us got something.
Correct.
That we didn't have. You know what I mean? So
if we build it, they will come.
If we build it, they'll come. So I'm not, unfortunately, and I'll say it that way, I'm not into youth golf. Not yet, anyway. That just hasn't been my thing. I'm looking for some youth programs to actually start building clubs for. I think I have one already down in Atlanta. And sometime this summer, I am going to take the RV and run down to Atlanta to take a look at a youth program down there, because I do want to get more involved in the youth. I've been with the seniors for so long that just, I'm in that age group, but I do want to get more involved with the youth so that once we build it, they got somewhere to go.
Amen, man. So, man, thanks again, man, and
Thank you, guys.
hope you have a great week, the rest of your week, and we'll see you on the boards, man.
You got it, man, because I'm going to the range after this is over with. What time is it?
It's about 12:30.
Yeah, I'm
going
1
back
o'clock.
to
I'll
work.
probably be on the range, but yeah, I try to get out every day and just swing the club a little bit, just to keep my arms moving. Through all the medical things that I've been through, because I am a cancer survivor, I have to keep moving to, because my body's full of arthritis now, because of all the chemo treatments and stuff like that. But so I stay as flexible, just to stay flexible. I keep moving.
Good, man. Good.
To keep a halfway decent swing.
I know that's right. So
Yeah.
we're looking forward to seeing you at Juneteenth, man. So you have a great week, and I'll see you soon, man. Maybe we'll get paired up.
Man, I'm so looking forward to Juneteenth. You just don't know, man. Look, I done called so many people out to go to Juneteenth. They might beat me up when I get there, but it'll be all right. I'm just looking forward to being with us, man, and we have a good time. Yeah.
All right, man. You have a good one.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good weekend, and
All right.
I'll see y'all soon.
All right. No doubt.